Okay, Libras, the overall energy of your reading, Seven of Pentacles. You've been working on something. You've been waiting for something to come together here. Looks like a relationship, of course. The tarot is mostly all about relationships. It depends. Sometimes it can be about work, but usually you have to be really focused on just work. But doing general readings, it's almost always a relationship. So it looks like you've been working on something, waiting for a relationship to come to fruition here, for it to take another step forward towards security and stability. Up here in your highest energy, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, that tells me that you feel like you've been getting breadcrumbed in this relationship. So whoever it is that you've been waiting on for this relationship to kind of, come together, come to fruition, you feel like you're just not getting what you think you should be getting out of this relationship. It throws your scales off balance. It's almost like, you're doing all the work, it feels like. And it's like they're only giving as little as they can to this relationship. It's right next to the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords, this is seeking advice from the universe. It's very spiritual. Doing your time alone, the time that you spend alone, you are in your thoughts. That's what swords are, thoughts, truth, and clarity. So you reach out to the universe for your truth, for your clarity, for your guidance. Things are coming to you. You have this healing that you're doing. You have to, it feels like you are healing to a point where you're going to be able to handle this situation, because you're not really happy with this relationship because it isn't advancing. So, doing a lot of soul searching here with that Four of Swords and getting your truce. Next to the Four of Swords is the Wheel of Fortune. Well, all this soul searching is for your better. The universe is involved. We have the Four of Swords here, very spiritual, stained glass windows on that card. This is the universe itself. It's like trying to spin you forward towards your better, towards your fortune. So there's a new life cycle on the horizon, and this is due to your meditation, your prayer, your time alone. You're seeking your truth and clarity about this waiting, about the overall energy here, which is waiting for this relationship to actually solidify, to actually become grounded and possibly move to the next step. Under the Six of Pentacles is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is fire energy. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius might be strong in your chart or strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But what's most important, male or female, is that staff. And this is you. This is you holding that staff of new beginnings and fresh starts. You have your hand on your hip. You're ready to get up and go forward. But this energy here, it's right under the Six of Pentacles. So you do know the truth. You're getting at the truth here about how this relationship is making you feel. And all this waiting and all this work that you're putting into it, and you're ready to move forward. You need to move forward. It's more than a ready. It's more of a need. The Wheel of Fortune is trying to pull you forward. And right below the Wheel of Fortune and next to the Seven of Pentacles, the Sun. So this is a very joyful card. This is about new beginnings, fresh starts on each side of the overall energy of waiting for things to come to fruition. Right under that Wheel of Fortune, they might come to fruition. It might be happening. Let me keep reading, with or without them. Let's find out. It is happening. You are moving into a new life cycle. You are taking your truth and your clarity with you, but we need to know more on whether or not whoever is breadcrumbing you in this relationship is going with you, okay? Under the King of Wands is the Seven of Swords. So, this tells me that there is some like deceitful behavior, something that is, it's like taking. It's a lot of taking and not giving. It's just like right here. They barely give into enough to keep you hanging in to this relationship. Really throws your scales off balance. It is off balance because you're putting the work into it and you're willing to put the work into it. But they're like, oh, I'll feed you a little bit of this, or say this, and this will just keep you hanging in there, Well, it's taking the truth. That's taking, see all these swords, truth and clarity? It's running off with all the truth and clarity and looking back at you. It's like only leaving you little bits. And so this energy is very strong, associated with whoever it is that is breadcrumbing this relationship. It's right next to the moon. This is the card for Pisces. Pisces might be strong in your chart, might be strong around this reading someplace, but it is under this waiting for things to come to fruition. It's right next to the Seven of Swords, the taking. This is all about taking. It's like selfishness, not really thinking about the other person. So the moon, this is about things coming to light. This is about things being exposed, realizing things. Look at all the thinking, this center energy here. Wondering, why aren't those pentacles blossoming? Why aren't they doing what they're supposed to be doing? And you're just waiting and waiting. Well, you're going to find out why. Things are coming to you, and it's through this meditation and through this prayer here, whichever that you're doing this time alone in your head. So, see that lobster crawling out of the ocean? You didn't know it was there until it crawled out. And when the moon, when the dark turns to light, things are exposed and brought to light. That's the energy of this card. So one thing that you're realizing here is that they take a lot more than they give, okay, into this relationship. But on the other side here of the moon is the Six of Swords. You're getting your truth. You're getting your clarity. And it looks like you're moving forward away from these rocky waters towards smoother and calmer waters. I still don't know if you're going with them or without them. Okay, so I got a whole nother half of this reading to go. But this is moving forward, and this is not a fast moving forward. So I'm thinking it's with them. I'm thinking they move a lot slower than you do. And I'm thinking that because there's more than one person on this boat. So far, we have two cards with the child. I always like to point out the children, just in case there are children involved. But taking all that truth and clarity, pushing the boat along with a pole. There's no motor on that boat, so it is slow moving. But there has to be some conversation here. And swords are, they can represent conversation. These two cards are more about truth and clarity, and so is the Four of Swords. So let's see what comes out in your second half, Libra. What is going on here? But you are moving into a new life cycle. We do know that. And we do know that there's a lot of joy associated with this. New beginnings. Let's see what's under here. Looking at the spilled cups. Yeah. See, you're in a state of disappointment right now. So looking at the spilled cups of love. But this is what I call the card of hope. There's two cups here behind. Oops. Can't see that. This is what I call the card of hope. You're looking at the spilled cups and the Five of Cups. Disappointed. Disillusioned, but just turning around, seeing the full cups of love is very possible with this card showing up. It's like that's not all there is to look at. There's still two cups of love here, right behind you. So that is part of the energy of this reading. Up here in your highest energy, on your highest energy line, is the Seven of Cups. Talk about cups. Picking all the wrong cups. That's what a lot about that Five of Cups over there. Looking at all these decisions that have turned out to not be love because there was something else in those cups. Not enough room for love. Not the love you're looking for. And this Seven of Cups, this is confused. You're just confused about, why, or why does it seem to turn out this way all the time? So it's right next to the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is about taking all that love that you have. You have lots of love, okay, that you could share with someone if they'd let you. You don't just want to hand it out and not get love in return. So it's like you're deciding, you're kind of putting yourself in this place and putting the love behind you. It's like putting it on a shelf for safekeeping and you're trying to figure out when to hand out this love, who to hand it out to. But, putting all this love on the shelf behind you, and these cups have nothing else in them. There's lots of room for love. That's what you have. But for some reason, these Seven of Cups have been showing up in your life. These other cups that have other stuff going on, other toxic stuff, or, things are more important than love to these people here. So next to the Nine of Cups is the Ace of Wands. Here's that fresh start and that new beginning again. This is the Ace of Wands. That wand is just blooming. The King of Wands, remember how you're ready to move forward? You got your hand on your hip and you're just ready to go move forward. And so it looks like it's happening. Well, we know it's happening because there's a whole new life cycle coming in here, but it's a joyful one. And I really want to point that out. It's not just any old life cycle. This life cycle is filled with joy. And so this Ace of Wands is what you're waiting for to hand out your love, okay? To move into this new life cycle, this fresh start, new beginning, so you can hand and share all that love. Under the Seven of Cups is the Three of Pentacles. So this is part of this confusion that you have in love. Butting heads, not seeing love the same, not pursuing. See, this is a dark card. And sometimes there was maybe third parties. Sometimes they're just toxic for one reason or another. So this is part of this Five of Cups energy. When you're looking at, I'm going to take that card and I'm going to boost it up somehow. Here we go. So you can see it. Put it where you can, I don't know if I have a way of doing that. But this Five of Cups, where's a good place? It's the first time I'm turning over these cards. Okay, Five of Cups, let's put it right there, right between these two stones. So, this Three of Pentacles is part of that Five of Cups energy. See the Three Pentacles, we got the Three Cups, the cups are spilled over. We got two people on the other side here. There is still love out there for you. So, the Page of Wands right next to the Three of Pentacles. This is, you're going to speak up. Look, that wand again. What you're going to do is you're going to speak up about how this makes you feel. You've been waiting for this relationship to come to fruition. And instead of just praying over it, meditating over it, you're going to say something about it. And that's when things come to light. And you're going to talk about, them running off, like taking your love and running off and how it makes you feel. And you really want, a new beginning. You want a fresh start. You want to move forward. So it's like, because it's right below the Ten of Cups or the Nine of Cups. So it's like, I'm just going to guard my love. I'm just going to protect it because I really want to move forward with somebody who's willing to move forward with me. There's a lot coming out in this conversation. So right next to the Magician, right under the Ace of Wands. The Magician, it's about that infinity symbol, knowing what you need to do. Having the answers already within you. If you just look inside yourself, you do have the answers. You have all the tools to get what you need from life, to get what you want from life. You're entering this lifestyle. This is not going away, okay? You just kind of want to know if you're moving forward with or without them. You have all the tools. You have a giant cup of love. You have a pentacle. You have the wand of fresh starts, new beginnings. It's that wand. It's very important. You have the swords. You have the swords of truth, the swords of clarity. And so this is going to help you know the answers to your questions, how you're going to handle this. So under the Three of Pentacles, which was, that dark energy associated with this Seven of Cups and this Five of Cups, looking at the cups that got kicked over, is the Three of Cups. This is a celebration. It really feels like these cups are going to be picked up over here in this Five of Cups. I think there might be some sort of separation right now. And that's why the Nine of Cups and the Four of Swords are up in your highest energy. Putting that love on a shelf, taking all this time to yourself and just seeking answers from the universe about why this relationship isn't coming to fruition. I think they're going to return. I think there's going to be a happy reunion. And along with this Three of Cups here is the Sun. Remember how joyful that is? It's happening. That's a fresh start, new beginning, fresh start, new beginning, fresh start, new beginning. Talking about what you need in that fresh start and new beginning and moving forward. On the other side, and also this Three of Cups is next to the Six of Swords, moving away from rocky waters towards a more peaceful and calmer place in your life, and not alone, right below the Sun card. So, it looks to me, this Three of Cups is next to the Five of Swords. So, it looks to me like you're saying, hey, look, because here we have the Seven of Swords, where they're taking the love, they're just taking, and they're taking the truth and clarity. They're just not being totally honest with you, and just, that's the energy that's here. But you get the honesty. Look at all the swords. You've got them now over here. And you're looking back at them, but it's like they move away from you, but they come back. And it's all because now they know exactly what you want. And I think they needed time. To think about this. Are they ready, to settle down? Are they ready to even look at this relationship in a way that they'll give it a chance to move forward? Well, they are. Because the Lover's card is right next to that Five of Swords, all that truth and clarity from speaking up that you get out of this relationship. It's right under the Magician, where you having all the tools, to move forward and have the things that you've been wanting. This is a divine soulmate relationship, the Lovers. You've known this person from another lifetime, and you're probably lovers in another lifetime. So, this is the card for Gemini. Gemini might be strong in your chart or strong around this reading. But the Two of Cups, behind that Five of Cups right there, we have the two Lovers here, which are divine. I think you're going to be able to turn around and see those two full cups. And I think it's with this person that you're now, looks like you're having doubts about. But you do know one thing, you're moving forward. And you just can't stop that feeling from moving forward. But what you don't know is it will be a joyful reunion with the person that you're thinking the most about here, that you felt like was breadcrumbing you in this relationship. They're having a turnabout here. And it looks like they're going to be willing to work on this relationship and give it a try, to move forward.